a lot of families have violence. It can be between children and parents. It can be amongst parents and adults. How does that impact their childhood and them as human beings?
I mean, the most violence that's there in a house, those are the children, and I'm sorry to say this, it's controversial, but I'm still going to say it. Those are the children that end up being rapists and murderers and criminals. You think criminals and murderers and rapists come from a very. We've all done research now, there's so much science out there.
Right.
You know, when we sit to understand what was wrong, why did they choose this line, it's always come from a very unhappy family, unhappy background, an abusive father, an absent mother. It's controversial, but we need to understand that if we start constantly screaming and shouting, of course, there are two ways that this goes into. Either they get like an extreme, which I'm talking about, or they assume, like, so if they come from a violent home where the father is abusing the mother is allowed that messaging to go to the child saying that it's okay. It's okay to
Get
be
abused.
Yeah, it's okay to get abused. It's okay to be in a bad marriage. It's okay to, this is normal, right? This is because they don't know what else is normal. It's like, it's normal. Okay, I'm also going to go get married. I know that my husband's going to go out drinking and come and hit me at 8 p.m. They've normalized it. So that's what happens. So you either go into one of those two extremes. Either you are an abuser, which goes into other criminal activities, or you are the submissive one that allows abuse to be
Either
done.
you will bully or you will let yourself be bullied.
Yeah.
That's very sad.
Yeah. And that's what we need to realize, that if the safeness, right? How safe are you feeling? Are you able to say that this made me scared? When you all were shouting, I was scared. When you see the child being scared, are you able to have that conversation? Right? And as a mother who is getting abused, probably by her husband, if she can still talk to the child saying, I don't want this to happen to you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, whatever is my situation, I need you to get out of it. That is also one step closer to some change.
Yeah.
Violence.
For whatever reason, I have stayed, but you need not do that.
Yeah. So violence is just never the answer. Violence only leads to more violence and then a war. And then, you can see the kind of unsafeness we're living in today.
Absolutely.
Look at the Kolkata doctor.
It's so sad.
rape
It
case.
is so sad.
What do you think his psychology must be of the guy
Absolutely.
who's done this? You think he came from a household where they're like holding hands and running across the field? Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, there's so much war around. And we are sitting here talking about mental health, which actually starts in homes. If we keep this space clean and safe,
That's it.
the world will be a safe and a clean place to live in.
Yeah. And as I said, it's just about accepting when things are wrong. So most of the times, even as children,
Yeah.
we've always grown up thinking that our parents are perfect, our parents are right.
Yes, absolutely.
We've kept them on a
Yeah.
pedestal. It's only in those teen years that you realize that,
Yeah.
oh God, my mom is so cringe, or, whatever. So now with conscious parenting, what's happening is that they are showing emotions like crying, saying, I'm sorry, like I made a mistake, going up to the child and being like, Mama's made a mistake, I'm sorry, Like what they're doing is humanizing the parents, humanizing the mother, humanizing the father, that it's not there at some exceptional pedestal,
Yeah.
that the first mistake our parents make, our whole world crashes, because you're just like, you were the one,
God.
you were God. How could you make that mistake? And then the world crashes, right? But that's not happening now. They are humanizing every experience.
So basically, equal footing for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Equal, and I want to say normalizing and validating everything.
Yeah, because there is no this about ke main choti hu tum bade ho. We are all human beings. We all have equal footing. We have same amount of emotions.